What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after Week 5, and the Los Angeles Crusaders picked up another win, another good outing from Stuart Denny. 4 touchdown passes for the second time this season. He also threw 2 interceptions. Quite a few interceptions. That's something we need to work on. But however, we got the win. 3-1 is our record. Our only losses to the Broncos, who have yet to lose to our knowledge. We'll have to find out how they did last week. Let's go ahead and get going with new game prep, and we have a lot of time to work with, something I am stoked about as we continue to develop Stuart Denny to become the player that we want him to be and that we think he can be. He's already moved up to an 84 overall from the 77 from when we drafted him, so already making quite a bit of progress there. And you know, it's still leading to victories. 3-1's a pretty good record. We're still fighting for that division, though, as obviously the Broncos are a very, very tough team to beat this year, led by Chaz Jenkins. But getting some prep out of the way here. We might adjust the sliders a little bit as well. Devin Golden has yet to have a halfway decent game, and that's just not right. It's Devin Golden. The guy is way too good to not even be able to average 4 yards a carry. We got down to the 1 yard line. I did not even feel comfortable running it into the end zone with him. And I tried it, and it just did not work at all. So, definitely still somewhat of an issue. We'll have to adjust that around a little bit. The Crusaders defense will attempt to slow down the number 5 ranked offense. Okay, our defense is number 5 as well, so that's pretty good. As you can see, our offense ranked 30th. That's so crazy. I definitely feel like we're doing a little bit better than that, but apparently not. The other interesting fact is Keyston Mack has yet to get into the end zone this season. He's still contributing. He's getting some catches. Last week he had a terrible week, only 1 catch. But in previous games he had gotten quite a few yards or a few catches. But he has yet to get into the end zone. That's definitely a concern. We need him to have some chemistry with Stuart Denny. As you can see, the Broncos are now 5-0. Let's go ahead and check out their points forced. 151 points forced, only 62 points against. That is crazy. We've played 1 less game than them and still allowed 23 more points. I mean, they are just steamrolling. They've nearly, I mean, look at that, 151 points. Wow. They are just steamrolling everybody right now. And it's not going to be easy to take them down. However, 1 slip up from them and we're right back in it. And that's what we need to rely on. Let's go ahead to settings here. Again, need to adjust the sliders a little bit. Obviously, I feel like our run blocking needs to be better. It does. It's a little bit silly. Obviously, he's way too good to not be running it well. On the flip side of things, they've been running it a lot. Here's the weird thing. The computer has had a lot of success passing it against me, but they don't really seem to be passing it a whole lot. I don't know why that is. The only team to really pass the ball frequently against me was the Broncos, and they just torched our defense. Let's go ahead and check out the weekly awards here. And Brock Osweiler, so he is starting for the Panthers. 392 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Darrell Washington, 19 tackles for him. Shelby Harris making the list for the Crusaders with his 4 sacks. And then Chaz Jenkins, 28 of 31, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That has to be so frustrating. It was frustrating when we played against him, but I don't even think he went 28 of 31. That is insane. The guy is just tearing the league apart. Right now what we're going to do is we're just going to look at our player stats. Just going to focus on our team and kind of figure out what's going right and what's going wrong. 93.1 quarterback rating for Stuart Denny through his first 4 NFL games, 976 yards, 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Again, he's right under 2 interceptions a game. That is something we need to fix. I don't like that at all. That could easily cost us a win in the playoffs. 69 carries giggity for Devin Golden, 247 yards, only 3.6 yards a carry, 0 rushing touchdowns through 4 games. That is unacceptable. Obviously, that's just an issue with the sliders, so hopefully we fix that. Stuart Denny doing a pretty good job running the ball. I know I need to start sliding more with them. And then it's weird. Whenever Kaysen Dobbs gets a handoff, the pocket seems to open wide open for him. The offensive line seems to do a lot of work for Kaysen Dobbs, not so much Devin Golden. I definitely need to get Chauncey Green more involved. And I was thinking about putting him in that backup tight end spot again, where he thrived last season. However, Bobby Stevenson's actually playing pretty well there right now, despite his lack of speed. he is doing a pretty good job, so I can't really take that away from him right now. Ryan McNeil leading the team in catches with 16. Again, we need to get our passing game going. Everything on our offense is struggling. Our passing game, we're throwing a poor percentage. Let's actually go look at that really fast. Yeah, 59% is not going to get it done. So very poor percentage. However, we are still getting the victories. Ryan McNeil, 16 catches, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns. Keyston Mack, 15 catches, 271 yards. However, he has yet to get into the end zone. Shakir Gayton with 14 catches, 162 yards, and he has gotten into the end zone 4 times. Devin Golden's been pretty good out of the backfield with screenplays. One thing I will say I like a lot about Stuart Denny is look at how many players are getting involved with touchdowns right now. I mean, this is pretty cool. He really is spreading the wealth, and it's pretty crazy. Who would have thought we'd have 7 guys with touchdown receptions, and Keyston Mack wasn't one of them. Very, very interesting there. Defensively, Brandon Spikes leading the way with 39 tackles. Raynard Ray's been doing pretty well. Only 28 tackles, but he's been getting involved everywhere else. Khalil Mack with 8 sacks. Shelby Harris with 5. 4 of them coming in that one game. McCown with 4, and Keegan Gibson with 3. Quite a few players here with 1. Interceptions, Opisa Okafor with 2. Prince Amukamara with 1. And Dennard with 1 as well. Fumbles forced, we already know Raynard Ray's leading that with 2. Amukamara with 1. Khalil Mack with 1, Brandon Spikes with 1, and LeJean Knight with 1 as well. Fumbles recovered, 2 for Zeke Hickman, 2 for Shamari Sherman, 1 for Raynard Ray, and 1 for Brandon Spikes. No blocks, no safeties, no touchdowns, or anything of that sort. Our special teams has been a lot better this year. 5 of 5 for Gostkowski. Obviously, Marquette King still killing it, but at the return game, 31 yards a return for Chase Cross right now, along to 68, and that really helped us score before halftime in that one game, so that was huge. Sherman only has 2 returns for 17 yards. Punt returns, Chase Cross doing a pretty good job there as well with 7.8 yards return. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit that like button if you did. It definitely helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in Week 6 as the Los Angeles Crusaders take on the 4-1 Houston Texans. Later.